Now let us discuss the laws, that is Boyle's law, Charles law, Gay-Lussac law, Avogadro law. Now first, what is it? How can you state the Boyle's law? Here Boyle's law tells at constant temperature, the volume of a given mass of gas is inversely proportional to the pressure of gas. Means what? Here, for example, for you a given amount of a gas is given. For that, assume volume V and pressure P has the relation. How? It has the inverse relation, means nothing but 1 by P. Here what the constant is there? Here the constants are temperature and amount of the gas is constant. So volume is inversely proportional to the pressure, but the constant is what? Temperature, and amount of his gas is constant. Now this we can write as a simply, we know very well, if you remove the proportionality we are getting the one constant. That constant I will assume as a K1, and now you are getting the K1 by P. Or simply you can write the PV, product of pressure volume, is constant at constant temperature and fixed amount of gas. So now you can define the Boyle's law in another way, that is means at a constant temperature the product of the pressure and volume of a given mass of gas is constant. You can define as a what? Volume is inversely proportional to pressure or directly proportional to 1 by P, but what the constant? Temperature and fixed amount of a gas is constant. This is the Boyle's law. For example, if you assume we have a fixed amount of gas at a constant temperature, okay, having the volume V1 and pressure as a P1. Now if we assume that gas undergo expansion, so what happened? Once it undergo expansion, then volume is definitely going to vary. That volume I am assuming as a V2 and pressure I am assuming as a what? P2. Now according to Boyle's law, in first case we can write as a what? Here P1 V1 equal to constant K1. Okay, in the now come to here, in the second case also I can write as a P2 V2 constant I am assuming as a what? K1. Now so what happened? Both the sides here constant is same. So if I equalize P1 V1 equal to P2 V2. This is the case when if you at constant temperature for given amount of gas pressure volume is going to vary, means we are going to use this formula for doing the problems. Okay, this is about the Boyle's law. Okay, now next come to here we have the Charles law. So what is the Charles law here? Here, while discussing about the any law, we have some variables constant that we have to keep constant. Now, here, what is the Charles law tells? At constant pressure, the volume of a given mass of gas is directly proportional to the absolute temperature. Okay. For example, if you assume here, if V is the volume of a given mass of the gas and T is the absolute, if I assume T is the absolute temperature, then the law can be written as a V directly proportional to temperature. But what are the constant here? The fixed amount of the gas and pressure is the constant. pressure is these are the two variables are constant. Now once we remove the constant, once we remove the proportionality, we are getting the constant that I am assuming as a K2. Here constant I am assuming as a what, K1. Here just for make some difference, I wrote here K2 into T, or simply you can write as a V by T equal to K2 constant at what, N and P constant. These are the variables. While talking about the Charles law, we have to maintain the what are the constants are there. Okay. So at constant pressure, the volume of a given mass of gases were directly proportional to absolute temperature. Here in Charles law, for example, here we have that means what here, if temperature is increases, volume is going to be increases. For example, if we have a gas at 0 degrees Celsius, at that assume the volume is V0. Okay, when the temperature is increased to T degrees Celsius, okay, then definitely there will be increase in volume, temperature volume. Why? Because means here once the temperature increases, volume is going to be increases. So at 0 degrees Celsius we have the volume V0. At T degrees Celsius mean compared to 0 degrees Celsius temperature is more, the volume is what, Vt. Now just we are telling the going to be increases, but how much going to be increases, that for that here the two scientists told that is Charles and Gay-Lussac found that for each degree raise in temperature, volume of a gas is increased by 1 by 273.15 of initial volume. What is that one mean? What is the meaning of this one? Let us represent with the equation. Okay. So what we assume here, the volume of initial volume is V0 at a temperature 0 degrees Celsius. Volume is Vt when the temperature is increased. Okay. Now let us represent this sentence in the form of equation. So if we represent in the form of equation means, once if you increase the temperature, that is the volume is Vt, definitely there will be increase in the volume. That volume is how much mean for initial volume, there will be increase in what, T by 273.15 of initial volume. Now here we have some volume that added something, how much means T by 273.15 of initial volume. So this much amount of going to be increase when each, if you increase the 1 degrees. Now if you go for the simplification of this equation, Vt equal to, just this is a what, here we have the V0 common, V0 into 1 by T by 273.15. Okay. Now Vt, next go, if you put the Vt equal to V0, now shall I go for the 273.15 as LCM? Now this is 273.15 plus T divided with our 273.15. Okay. Next, now if I assume 273.15 plus T equal to, if I assume capital T with the subscript T, means at T temperature we have this much value, and at 273.15 equal to T naught. Okay. So if you substitute here, then here substitute, instead of this value substitute here T as a subscript T and T naught, then Vt equal to V naught into capital T with the subscript T and T naught. Okay. Now, if you go for again simplification, Vt by V0 equal to T with the T naught. Okay. So, thus general equation what happened, you can write simply as a V2 by V1 equal to T2 by T1. Means once the volume is increases, temperature increases. Already we discussed, this is what Gay-Lussac law. We have the direct relation with the what volume and temperature. So this is the Charles law. We have the direct relation with the volume and temperature. Now let us discuss now Gay-Lussac law. Now for Gay-Lussac law, what are the constant here? At constant volume, here constant volume, pressure of a fixed amount of gas varies directly, here also directly with the temperature. So for example, if you assume if P is the pressure of a given mass of the gas and T is the temperature, then the law can be written as a P directly proportional to temperature by what the constant? Amount of gas and volume is the constant. Amount of gas and volume is the constant. Here also, once you remove the proportionality, we are getting the constant K that I am assuming as a K3 into T, or simply you can write the P by T equal to K3. Okay, so for Gay-Lussac law, what? That is constant volume, pressure of a fixed amount of gas is what? Directly proportional to temperature. Here also same, assume first at the initial temperature, if a gas having the pressure P1 and temperature, next if you increase the temperature from T1 to T2, then assume as a pressure as a P2. Now you can write the Gay-Lussac law simply as a what? P1 by T1 equal to what? P2 by T2. This is a general equation we are using while doing the problems. This is about the what? Gay-Lussac law. Next come to, we have the Avogadro law. Now Avogadro law. Here, what is Avogadro law? Here, equal volumes of all gases contain equal number of molecules. Equal number of what? Molecules at what are the constant now? At a constant temperature and pressure. So what is the meaning of that one? For example, I have the hydrogen. Okay, hydrogen molecule is there. Oxygen molecule is there. Okay. For this, assume volume is how much? If you are at 24.4 liters, some volume is there. Okay. For the oxygen also, you have the 24.4 liters. Some you are assuming some volume. Okay. Now, if even though gases is different, the volume is same. Now, whatever the how much number of molecules here, here also we have the X number of molecules. Here also we have the X number of molecules. Means here what is the condition at the temperature and pressure is constant. The temperature and pressure is constant, means equal volume of all gases. Here I took the only hydrogen, oxygen having the equal volumes contain equal number of molecules. Here number of molecules for the both the cases same, but what are the constant here? At a constant temperature and pressure. So now assume, for example, now go for the representation. We have the V is directly proportional to N. Here N is what? N equal to number of molecules. Number of molecules. Okay. So what are the volume is there? That is directly proportional to number of molecules. Once if you remove the proportionality, we are getting the constant K for differentiate, I'm writing here a subscript as a K4 into n, or simply you can write V by n equal to K4. This is the what one? Here we are discussing about the Avogadro law. So while discussing the NA law, we are maintaining some variables are constant. Okay. Now in case of Boyle's law, what we did? V is directly proportional to 1 by P at a temperature and number of moles are constant. In case of Charles law, V directly proportional to temperature. Here what? Amount of gas and pressure is constant. In case of Gay-Lussac law, P is directly proportional to temperature. Here amount of gas and V is constant. Here volume, number of moles is directly proportional to volume. Here what are the constant? Temperature and pressure is the constant. Now let us discuss graphical representation of gaseous laws. First, for Boyle's law, here we drawn the plot P versus V. Next graph, P versus what? 1 by V. Here already we discussed pressure has the inverse relation with the volume, or pressure has the directly proportional to 1 by V. Here we can see the two pattern of graphs. Here already we discussed P has the inverse relation with the V, means once the P increases, pressure increases, volume has to decreases. Now how the here already we discussed, while discussing the Boyle's law, the constant is what? We are taking the fixed amount of gas and temperature is constant. Here you can see we have the lines at 200, 400, 600 kelvins. Is it constant? Yes, it is a constant. How? Means if you see that this line, throughout this line, temperature 200 Kelvin is the constant. If you observe this one, throughout this line, temperature 400 Kelvin is constant. And for about this one, 600 Kelvin is the constant. So, these are the plot drawn at constant temperature. So, I will tell these plot as a isotherms. Already we discussed isotherms means if the plots are drawn at constant temperature called as a what? Isotherms. Now let us discuss relation. So here if you take here from values from left to right, on x-axis going to be increases, from here to here on y-axis values are going to be increases, isn't it? Now for example, if I move in this direction, so what happened? If I move from top to bottom here, slowly the p values are going to be decreases. But if you see the what happened, V value is going to be increases. Is it inverse relation we have? Okay. So R, if you move from here to here, so what happens? Slowly V value is going to be decreases, but P value what happened? Going to be increases. Okay, this indicate what? Pattern of Boyle's law. Next, if we draw the plot P versus 1 by V, here already discussed P has the directly proportional to 1 by V. Means what happened? Directly proportional means what? Once the P increases, 1 by V has to be increases. Now let us observe. Is it isotherm? Yes. Why? Because means throughout this line temperature T1 is the constant. Throughout this line temperature T2 is constant. Throughout this line temperature 3 is the constant. So these plots also what? Isotherms. Now let us observe the graph pattern. Here if you move from throughout this line, P increases, what happen? Along with the 1 by V also increasing. Okay, this indicating P is directly proportional to 1 by V. These are about the what? Boyle's law graphical representation. Next come to Charles law. Charles law tells about the what? Volume is directly proportional to temperature at what? For the given amount of gas at constant pressure. Now let us, if you plot the graph V versus T, here we have the constant pressure. How means? If you see we have different pressures, but for a particular line throughout this experiment, pressure P4 is the constant. For this throughout the line, temperature is P3 constant. For this line, P2 is the constant. So, these graphs called as a what? Isobars. Already we discussed plots drawn at constant pressure called as a what? Isobars. Now, let us discuss, is it the V is directly proportional to temperature? Now, if you move along this line, so what happened? From here to here, values are going to be increases. From here to here, the values are going to be increases. Now, so if we move along with this line, so what happened? Along the V, T value also going to increases. It proves the what? Boyle's law. So these are called as what? Isobars. Now let us discuss Gay-Lussac law. Graphical representation of what? Gay-Lussac law. So what is the Gay-Lussac law? P is directly proportional to temperature for given amount of gas at what? Constant volume. Okay, constant volume. Here we plot the graph P versus temperature. Okay, by keeping the volumes are constant. So therefore these plots are called as a what? Isochores. Now let us observe, is it the values are constant or not? Here pressure versus temperature, if we move along this line, once the P value is increases, along with the what? Temperature value also increases, and throughout this line volume is constant, that is V4, and throughout this line volume is constant, V3, and throughout this line volume is constant, V2. So these graphs are called as a what? Isochores. So we discuss isotherms means constant temperature for Boyle's law. For Charles law, isobars at constant pressure, and for the Gay-Lussac law, isochore at a constant volume. Or simply you can see the graphical representation like V versus P, isotherm, V directly proportional to P. We have the linear graph, and already we discussed, we can define the Boyle's law. The product of PV is constant at what? Constant temperature. Now the PV is product of PV, whatever that may be, it should be constant. For example, pressure you have the 2 atma, volume is the 3 liters, so 2 into 3 how much? 6. If you go for the reverse, means pressure is 3 atma and volume is what? 2 liters, the product is how much? 6. The means the product of PV should be constant. So we are getting the PV product is constant. Now Charles law you can represent simply V versus T having the linear graph, and Gay-Lussac law also we have the P versus T having the linear graphs. Now in the Boyle's law we have the one relation, that is density D is related to the mass M and the volume V of the gas. Okay, let us see how. Here we already discussed P is P equal to K by V according to our Boyle's law at a constant temperature. Okay, so here we know, since what is the formula of density? Density is equal to mass by volume, isn't it? Okay. Okay. Now here shall I write here V equal to K by P? Okay. Okay. Now what I will do? This value of V I will substitute here. So what happened? Density is equal to M by, so what happened here? K by P. So if you go for the simplification, what happened? D equal to m by k into what? P. Okay. Now this total m by k I will assume as a what? K prime. Okay. If you assume m by k equal to k prime, why? Because means already we have one of the constant k. To differentiate, I am writing as a what? Here k prime. So if you substitute d equal to k prime into p, isn't it? Okay, this is a constant. So once you remove the constant, what happened? We are getting the proportionality that is directly proportional to p. So what it will indicate? This shows that at a constant temperature, okay, at constant temperature, pressure is directly proportional to the density of fixed amount of the gas. Okay, here we have the, based on this we have few problems, so you can take directly density is directly proportional to pressure. Okay, now come to here in the Charles law we have absolute zero. Now what is the definition of absolute zero? It is a lowest hypothetical, means what? Or you can write the hypothetical means what? Or imaginary. That is nothing but imaginary temperature. You are talking about the one imaginary temperature. So what happened? At which gases are supposed to occupy zero volume. Zero volume is called absolute zero. Means what? You are assuming one of the temperature at which gases are going to occupy how much volume? Zero volume. Means generally we know that gases are going to occupy some amount of volume, definitely. But so what happened? At particular temperature they are going to occupy zero volume, means your gas is converted into liquid, isn't it? Okay, so later that what is that we'll discuss next. So this is the meaning of absolute zero. Now absolute temperature, nothing but this is a Kelvin temperature. Okay, this absolute temperature also called as a what? Thermodynamic temperature or Kelvin temperature. Okay. Now already you know very well Kelvin temperature are going to start with the what? Minus 273.16 degrees Celsius. Okay. For example, you have the 0 degrees centigrade. So what happened? Your scale is going to start from the what? 0 degrees Celsius. Now what about the Kelvin scale? So here it is the temperature on the absolute or Kelvin scale in which 0 lies at what? Minus 273.16, means you are going to start from the what? Minus 273.16. So already we discussed this relation, temperature T you can convert it into degrees Celsius into Kelvin by adding the 273.16. Now let us discuss problems on the gases laws. First, Boyle's law. We have the problem number 4.1 that you can refer in the Telugu academic textbook in page number 117. Now what is the problem given? A balloon is filled with hydrogen. Okay, what is the gas? Hydrogen at room temperature. Okay, concentrate it. Here we have the room temperature, means do we have the constant temperature? Yes. Okay, it will burst if pressure exceeds 0.2 bar. What is the units of pressure here given? 0.2 bar. Okay, if at 1 bar pressure, another pressure what is given? 1 bar pressure, the gas occupies how much volume? 2.27 liters volume. Okay, up to what volume can the balloon be expanded? Means what is the given? We have one balloon. Okay, it filled with the gas. What is hydrogen? Initially it has the pressure how much? P1 equal to 1 bar. And how much the volume? 2.27 liters. when the pressure is went to 0.2 bar. Now here what happened, next P2 become how much, 0.2 bar, means according to our Boyle's law, once the pressure is decreases means volume has to what, has to be increases, isn't it? They're asking the volume V2, means definitely you have to get the value more than the 2.27 liters. Okay, so here initially we have the 1 bar, but the pressure is went to 0.2 bar, then what is the volume of V2? Okay, if it is exceed 0.2 bar, what happened, the balloon is going to be burst. Now what is the volume at that time, they're asking. So according to Boyle's law, we have the relation P1 V1 equal to P2 V2 at a constant temperature. Now let's see, do we have the constant temperature here? Yes. Why? Because they are talking about the at room temperature. So at room temperature means you know very well temperature of the room is constant at particular season, isn't it? So according to our Boyle's law, it will be, so you can use the Boyle's law because the temperature is constant. So P1 V1 equal to what? P2 V2. Now substitute the values. P1 is 1 bar, V1 is what? 2.27 liters equal to P2 is 0.2 bar into V2. We have to find out the V2. Now let's see what is the V. We have to find the V2 now. So V2 equal to 1 bar into 2.27 liters divided with the what? 0.2 bar. Now let us focus on the units. So we have to get the value, means finally you have to get the value minutes only in the answer. Now so what happened, this bar will be get cancelled. So you left with the only units liters. So answer is what? V2 equal to 11.35 liters. So while doing the problems, you should be very careful the units. Okay. Now, so what is here final conclusion? Since balloon burst at 0.2 bar pressure, already they mentioned that if pressure exceed what happened, 0.2 bar, it's going to be burst. So the what happened, the volume of the balloon should be what? Less than 11.35 liters. So the value should be how much here? You are getting the final value for this particular pressure. You are getting the final value how this much. So the volume should be less than the 11.35 to avoid bursting of the what? Balloon. Next, now see the problems on Charles' law. Here this is problem number 4.2. You can refer in Telugu Academic Textbook page number 119. Okay, what is the given here? On a ship sailing in Pacific Ocean where the temperature is how much given? 23.4 degrees Celsius. A balloon is filled with 2-liter air. Okay. What will be the volume of the balloon? They here also asking the volume of the balloon when the ship reaches Indian Ocean where the temperature how much given? 26.1 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now already we discussed while doing the problems, we have to convert degrees Celsius into Kelvin. Now first we will understand what is the problem given there. Okay. Here we have the two oceans. One is given at a Pacific Ocean condition and Indian Ocean. One ship is moving from Pacific Ocean to Indian Ocean. Now what is the condition at Pacific Ocean? We have the temperature 23.4 degrees Celsius. So we have to convert into Kelvin by adding the 273. So you are getting the value here 29.614. At this Pacific condition, what is the how much volume is given? 2 liters. Okay, volume of the air how much? 2 liters. Now come to this ship is moved to Indian Ocean. Now so their temperature how much? 26.1 degrees Celsius. If you convert into Kelvin, we are getting the 299 Kelvin. Now at this condition, what is the volume of the balloon? Okay, when reaches to Indian Ocean. Now so here we have the data. Volume, temperature. So can I apply Charles' law? Now what is the condition for Charles' law applying? The pressure should be constant. Okay. Here do we have the pressure constant? Okay. How can you conclude? Here you know very well environment pressure how much? 1 atma. We are talking about the environment. So pressure 1 atma is constant. Now according to Charles law V1 T1 equal to V2 T2. Here we need to find out the V2. So if you go for the simplification, V2 equal to V1 T2 by T1. Once substitute the values here. Yeah, let us focus on the again units. They are asking the volume, isn't it? V2. So you have to end with the volume units, liters. So now let get cancel the units of temperature Kelvin. So finally you are getting the volume how much? 2.018 liters. Now means when the temperature when the ship is moved to Indian Ocean, their volume how much? 2.018 liters.